Oh man, these dudes love getting suckered, man. I swear, suckers for suckers. I mean, I told you this was gonna happen, and you guys still didn't believe me. Go back and watch my videos when these two were supposedly beefing, and I told you it was fake and it was all promotion because the whole point of it was when he kept saying Joe Budden, Joe Budden's gonna lead that show. You know, Charlamagne told you that first. Remember, Joe Budden gonna quit. Watch, watch. Don't be surprised if Joe quit. Joe gonna quit in a couple of weeks. He told you this earlier. Why? Because he wanted to ruin that show. When he did his podcast with DJ Academic and had him on the Brilliant Idiots, and DJ Academic was like, "You're like my number one fan. I was a fan of you. You're like, I'm your number one fan." So when they were doing that, and he just clowned them basically on the show to let his audience know, like, yo, anybody follow him, I'm the one he looks up to. Yep, that's right. So while he was doing all that and being all stupid and silly, I don't get why everybody even talks about it, really. Because actually, Joe built the show. The show is built around Joe. So while he was doing all his keying and all this, when Joe and DJ Academic came out with their show on Complex, he looking like, how did this happen? How they got a show that's this hot and I'm not getting a check? This happened under my nose. I gotta hate on it. I don't want to hate on it, but I got to because I'm not getting a check. So how could I sabotage this early, getting good with both? Then when things go left over there, come and put that arm around them. Cause you know Joe gonna mess it up. It's only a matter of time. They gonna say left, Joe gonna say right, and then Joe gonna walk. Cause he ain't gonna like the terms. And what Charlamagne gonna do is come and put an arm around him and say, I'm on your side. When he really ain't. He gonna say, come to my side. We got a check for you over here. So he gonna get Puffy and them involved. Be like, Puff, we can get Joe. You know, they doing big numbers. They doing like 1 million over there. Imagine if we do 1 million. If I was on the show with him, we'll do 2 million. Easy. Just let me deal with Joe. I know how to deal with Joe. Let me talk to him. And that's how it starts. Next thing you know, Joe Budden got a show on Revolt with Charlamagne. And everybody gonna tune in to watch the show because of these two idiots. And this is all Charlamagne wanted. Now that I know people interested in seeing Joe, me and Joe do an entire show, oh, that's gonna blow up. I could do my show Breakfast Club, then do this show here. Oh, we gonna blow it up. We get that, we get all the money in the world. And you know Joe Budden just gonna come in. You see what I don't want to do, Charlamagne. What I don't want to do is I don't want to deal with no sponsors. I don't want to have no guests on this show. No effing body on the show. It just needs to be me, Joe. Everybody wants to see Joe. They don't want to hear about nothing else but me. Okay? That's it. I don't want guests. So you tell Puffy or anybody at Revolt, if this is my show. Oh, shoot. This is our show, man. Hey, me and you, we on the same page. I don't want to talk to nobody. It'd be envy. It'd be envy them. They want to talk to guests. I just do my job. I just want to do my thing. That's what I do. And the guy who's left that complex, who might have a complex about it, but he really don't. He just wants to be everybody's friend. AK. Well, I just want to say, I love Joe. Joe was great for the show. He was the best thing ever in the world, and I love him. I love you, Joe. I'm your number one fan. Oh, man. This is so hilariously predictable that this is the only avenue he had. He act like, I got a meeting over here in New Jersey. I got one in Cali. I got one over here. Dude, all you got is Revolt and Charlamagne. That was your outlet. Well, everybody knew that's where you were running to. It's like, come on. Stop. Be real with yourself. Everybody knows this is all you got. This is all you got. If it wasn't for Charlamagne, who was going to work with you? Everybody else deal with sponsorships. You damaging and blowing up and burning bridges within the industry. You might not like it, but this is what the industry is. If you don't want to deal with the red tape, then don't do a show. Like somebody was like, yeah, but their show came on Fuse TV. Who the heck watches Fuse TV? People was watching that on the internet. Believe me, Fuse TV. Nobody was up watching that show. They were watching it on the internet when it came on YouTube. Stop playing. That's where their views came in at. Had nothing to do with Fuse TV. If they were burning it up on Fuse TV, then Fuse TV would have them on 2-3 times a day. Not everybody even got Fuse TV. I don't even know if that's even on my television. They're on Fuse TV. Like, what in the world is that? They weren't on the main complex. They were only under complex news. That's our subdivision. Whenever you tell me that a porn star and a former idiot NBA player who sits up here, who blows $100 million, spends $1 million on his birthday, blows $1 million for a birthday party, just for a birthday party, screws up $100 million contract because he wants to pull out a gun and shoot another NBA player and go to jail for the rest of his life over a chick that don't want him. They got a show on Complex News, and they're supposed to be the anchor. Now there you're gonna be your flagship. You want to talk about the numbers they do? Like, oh, she's not a porn star no more. Oh, whoop-de-doo, she might want to go back. I watched one episode of that show and never reviewed it. People was begging me to review that show. Man, you got to review that show. That show is trash. I didn't trash it, but I didn't review it either. I didn't give it a review. If you go to all my videos, I never reviewed that show. Because I said, this is some thrown together BS garbage by Complex to try to sell us something that they think we're going to want to see. Because she's a former porn star. Man, I don't care about her, what she got to say. You think I want to see Lisa Ann talk sports? This ditzy broad is talking about that whole first episode was so lame and stupid. They don't even have a direction on the show. And just because Arenas needs a check now doesn't mean that, okay, we're going to like Gilbert Arenas again. He hasn't been Agent Zero in 10 years. He was hot for like a season. They got rid of you for John Wall. They said, please get rid of him. I'm telling you, this whole thing is silly. See, the thing is, I'm finna tell y'all, it's something that I know that a lot of other people don't. I told y'all, but y'all don't listen. Joe Budden's right on a lot of issues. On a lot of things he's right about. And we have the same, we're almost the same on a lot of different issues. It's just certain BS about his personality I don't like. And I know me and him wouldn't mesh because we're too much alike in certain instances. So we would collide on a lot of issues. Now, a lot of things that he's talking about, we would agree. But the other things, he becomes a hypocrite because he talks this game. Like he's so above it. He knows all this stuff that's moving, but then he becomes a party to it. So it's like you can't have it both ways. It's either going to be one or the other, Joe. You can't be a party to the BS, then talk about the BS. This is the problem I have with him. He put himself in this situation with Complex for the show, knowing that this is going to come along with it. They're going to want to change stuff. They're going to put a guest on there if they want to. They're going to say the background's going to be blue today. They're going to say, well, we want you to wear a shirt that says Complex News, advertising the show. They could say whatever they want. They own it now. Don't you get it? You're the creator of it, and you get credited for being a creator. That's all. But just because you create it, don't mean it's yours once you transfer that property to their network. And you know that. You know that. But you wanted the bag. And the bag that they offered you up front for the show, you took it. You signed your name. Complex didn't do anything that they weren't supposed to do. You went in there and tried to pull some hood shit and say, well, you guys should, just because we did this, break us off a piece. Brother, you should slap yourself. You should look in the mirror and slap yourself for being so doggone stupid. Because in business, when is somebody ever going to give you something for nothing, for free, if they're not contractually obligated to give you something? No successful business is going to do that. No successful business is going to say, well, you've been good to us, so we're going to reward you, even though we don't have to. Here's some free money. Nope. They're going to be like, do we have to give it to them? No. Well, then we're not giving it to them. It's not in our contract. So why would you expect it? So that lets me tend to believe you're not as smart as you try to appear to be. Because you go against everything you claim you stand for. Then you walk right into Revolt and talking about a show with Charlamagne. Hello. You're right back in the same situation. Just got a new ball. Oh my God. I mean, do you think they're going to give you that bag you asked for? You think that you're going to have an easier time with Revolt than you would your other previous bosses? Joe, you're not going to like some of the things that they broadcast on this show. and you think Charlamagne is going to be able to block all that out. You're going to be pissed at Charlamagne pretty soon, and you're going to start it up with him. You're going to, because that's your nature, Joe. We know that's what you're going to do. We know. So what is Revolt going to do? Is he going to put this show up against Everyday Struggle, your own show? They should. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see who the people choose. Will you choose Joe Budden or will you choose DJ Academic? Because right now you guys are crying. You guys are crying right now. That could have been a little teaser. But if that's the show, these two, Charlamagne, you played these fools and you got them right where you want them. I'm out.